those that's keeping the scriptural Sabbath today, happy Sabbath to you all as well. I'm going to tell you that at the point we are at in the history of humanity in the last days, that any man that serves the Most High, and when I say serves, I mean really cares. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just as sinful as the next man, need Messiah, need salvation, need the Most High to have mercy on me. But with that said, those that actually care, those that actually try to live what the book says, and be honest to the truth, congratulations, you are an island. I-S-L-A-N-D. You are an island in this world. There's so much noise going on right now, just like all the dew fires instead of wildfires, and all the stuff going on. It's there's a lot out there happening right now. There's a lot of noise and a lot of interference and a lot of distraction. And whenever the rubber really meets the road, though, and it is starting to meet the road for a lot of people in a lot of various different ways, is that things are really starting to measure out who is for the king and who is not, and who is for you and who is not. And I made a video, gosh, guys, it's been probably, I'll be honest with you, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe 9 years ago now. I don't know. I'll put the link in the video description below. But it's be prepared to be betrayed by your family and friends in the last days. I cannot tell you the amount of betrayals and letdowns that I've had by my family and by my friends. I'm in a crossroads right now, not to talk about buying and selling on Sabbath, but there is a whole subdivision being built right here in my backyard now. There is a whole bunch of houses being built right beside me. The city is creeping in on this farm. I've watched in 2 generations' time now it be eroded, the boundaries of what I would call out in the sticks, out in the county, to right in the backyard of the city now. I'm probably going to have to start my whole life over anew somewhere very soon. For various different reasons other than just that too. And it's sad. And I feel so alone in this life, outside of just a small drip of people that's there. And I will tell you that as things progress, you are going to see people take and do actions and deeds and say and do things and betray and sell you out. And right now, it's whatever. It's so easy to say that, but literally it's just whatever right now. But very soon when they do a pandemic 2.0 and so many other terrible things with AI and everything else that, you can just think of on the menu. When that time comes and there's pressure on people and the rubber has officially met the road, in that day is when you're going to see how many people flip script on you immediately. And I feel like this is like a broken record that I repeat, and I have repeated the past 3 years heavy. But the things, the times, and the issues at hand, and the culmination of Bible prophecy and just a lot of things on the register are finally taking shape, that the opportune time for people to really pull the rug out from under you is now. Now keep in mind that many people don't love the Father, period. Okay, they're just wicked people, and that is a lot of people in the world. Then there's people that riches and material things and the cares of this life, just like the seeds that was planted in the ground, they got choked out. There's a lot of people on a lot of different subsets of paths that are going to be derailed in the last days. But for those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, and especially when you look in context of Messiah, put that in the last day, he described in the last days that there would be a time of trouble. Never was since the beginning of creation, or never will be again. Now, I would argue that we are at that threshold. Um, I also mentioned the other day in another video about two Esdras, about that, men would long to see one another. There'd be few left, and, just great troubles upon the earth. And that was 2 Esdras chapter 16. And it's crazy because I remember 2 Esdras chapter 16, the first of it. Woe to you, Babylon, Asia, woe to you, Egypt, Damascus, put on haircloth, sackcloth, away, sons and daughters, because your destruction is not at hand. And on further down, it describes this is the beginning of sorrows. It's all in that chapter 2. And then I'll be darned if down in the bottom, I forgot about that. It even talks about that the Father's vaulted dome over the earth. It talks about that He's spread the sky like a dome over the earth. I mean, it's crazy. It's got flat earth. It's got end days. That chapter is slam-packed with goodness for the last days. So if you ain't read 2nd Esdras, if you ain't even read it at all, at least read chapter 16 today. It's fire. But we are at that point in time, and it hurts so bad looking back, that especially for me, from 2009, starting my walk out of Babylon to now, the amount of people I've lost out of my life. And I did not lose them at random. I did not lose them over something stupid and petty. I lost them over the truth. I swear to you. It was just standing firm either on the commandments, on what I believed, and what the truth said. That was it. I ain't steal nothing from them. I didn't hurt them. I didn't, burn their house down. Do anything crazy. I just existed and wanted to do the right thing. And I lost them out of my life because of that. And not only did I lose people out of my life, but then they turned around, and even some of them done terrible things to me on the way out. Just once again, for just existing and being true to the truth. So I'm telling you, this is a warning that you need to prepare to self-rescue in life from now on. Like, even if people's there for you, like you may be the center of attention. You may be like the talk of the crowd. You may be loved by everyone. But one day, when the rubber meets the road, like somebody said, like these people had like, I don't know how many thousands of Facebook friends and this and this and this, and they were going over all their social media listings. And then they were like, and then they were in the hospital dying, and it was like your mother, or like they had their wife and their kids, and I think a couple close friends or something, and they were like, involve yourself in the people that's around you, not into social media, because people's going to drop a like or a heart, and then when you're at the end of the road, the people that actually were around you and mattered is going to be the ones that's there. I have a very dark outlook on the future. Is I expect to die alone. I expect to die a horrible death. I expect to possibly lose everything in my life, including my life, for the truth especially. Like, guys, you don't want to even look at the future through my lens set, because it is very morbid and dark, okay, before the light comes, okay? And especially when it talks about the man of sin, that I believe it's in the book of Daniel talking about, that he would prevail against the saints, that he'd wear out the saints of the Most High. And I wore the flip out. All right, I am tired. I'm exhausted. And I know this video may seem like very negative, but like it's very important that you have a reality check. And I'm very calmly explaining this reality check the best of my ability, is because, like I said, with the self-rescue, you need to operate from that perspective. Because if you're leaning on people right now, especially people that I would say that's not in the truth, that don't love the Most High Yah, that's going to end very poorly later when the rubber meets the road. Furthermore, if you have not accepted that, you need to take personal responsibility for your own rescue, and that you most likely are going to become an island if you aren't one at the moment, like myself, is that nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. Like I'm the only saving I'm expecting is after the trumpets, after all this strife, after all this conflict, is Messiah to return with with the new kingdom. That's it. Outside of that, I expect no rescue from anybody at this point. I'm alone. Okay. I mean, I'll tell you, funny right now is I seen this thing the other day. I'm not even going to talk about the adult content website, but I seen this. Actually, some people talked about it, and then I looked just to see myself, and it is insane that apparently 10%, I think they said, of women between the ages of 20 to 30 years old. I think that's right. I don't want to lie to you. It might have been 18. I think I actually want to say it was 18. 18 up to 30. Anyway, 10% of that age group is on a particular website offering products and services of themselves. I think I'm keeping that as clean as possible for Sabbath and for YouTube. And the amount of money that they charge to sell services of themselves is insane. Like, I'm never going to feel bad for taking money for a service call, for electrical, for doing skilled blue collar trade. Bro, nobody never better say a word about my rates ever after this. And I say that to say this, that it is insane how many truthers I see, how many people that love the Father, that have stood firm for decades, and I'm just going on my second decade now. Yeah, I'm like almost halfway to I think we're 14-year mark, 15-year mark now. I think it'll make this year. Is that have been here and have been consistent and have shown things, and then the things they've shown have come true and been provable, and you can reach back and be like, right there it was. And people won't even so much as give them $1. Now, I'm not e-begging, but now I'm going to give you a proof positive of this right now. If every single person that subscribed to me even donated $1, it would literally fundamentally change my life to where that I could sit here and I could produce content multiple times a week, uninterrupted, unintrusive, fully focused, just produce content. Because I have 100,000 subscribers, and that literally would push me even beyond what I make in a year's wages. And I could just net meter that out and then work less and sit here and focus. I'm not asking for that. I'm just telling you, like, this is how simple that people that work and serve for the kingdom could be supported. And not just me, so many great ministries. I mean, there's people who produce fire content. I'm going to tell you, Founded Earth Brothers, shout out to them. Like, every time Brother Josh posts something, I enjoy his content. Sling and Stone, don't agree 100% with everything of his life, or like, not of his life, but like of maybe his viewpoint on certain things, but fire content. And I could just start going down this punch list of ministry after ministry. And it's just out there crushing it. And I know the work that they put into it, and hardly probably anybody supports them. You know, I've seen like their support list on some people, and I'm like, that's so sad. So sad. Like, I wish I could reach back and support some of the people that helped me in the very, very beginning. Because I can't find them. I don't know who they were. If I could find out who they were, I'm going to tell you what, I would be dropping off my wallet with them. Because that helped open my eyes to lead to where I'm at today, at my point in my walk with the Most High for salvation. And I'm sure it was definitely guided by the Father. And you know what? There is some people that have donated on the channel in the past year, and thank you so much. I need to put like a thank you page up now that I've got this new editor, and I will make it a point to do that this year. Starting every single person that does, I'm going to make sure to put that on there this year. As a matter of fact, while we're all together, I'm going to write that down right now. But guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're still with me in this video at this point, is that in 2025, on this pagan, papal, satanic Roman calendar that many people's following, while it's winter months before Passover comes, I am focusing on physical fitness. I've been doing a cleanse. I am going to get my spiritual walk right. I have tried to focus on reading scripture more. I'm going to get my head together, because this year the only two things I'm going to focus on is putting the Father first and putting my family first. Everything else can fall in behind that. Work, business, relationships, whatever, hobbies, anything, personal interests. But those two things are going to be put first this year, and I'm going to trust that everything else is going to fall in place, because I have never seen so much strife and conflict in my personal life as I did this past year. I have never seen so much strife and personal conflict in people I love and know, and even people I know that I ain't even like that close to. I have never seen so much sickness, financial and physical struggle, and falling apart of families as I have in this past year. And that's huge. And on top of that, I've never seen so much physical destruction in the world as I have in this past year. Like, I can't even catalog it all. And there's a lot of videos. I've covered a lot of this stuff in the past year, and it's just nuts. And by the way, friends, if you're getting a new roof, I'd suggest blue, because just in case they decide to make your area you live in a smart city, my new house I moved to, it will definitely be a blue roof. Just saying. So, guys, until we see you again here at 7 Trumpets Prepper Channel, stay strong out there. Keep your head held high. Remember, you are an island. And if you're not an island today, believe me, when the waters rise of conflict and struggle, eventually you will be, and you better be ready to self-rescue. So have that life preserver raft ready. So guys, as always, till we see you again, 7 Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope Most High y'all baruch you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, show you favor, and give you shalom, my friends, in Yahushua name.